I want to share with you something that somebody shared with me while I was still in the path of separation, when I was still dealing with things in terms of separation. No, they are wrong. I'm right. No, they are not on the right path. I'm on the right path. And while I was still dealing on the fear-based system, running my system from fear. So because you know that I was not born like this. I was not born with the consciousness that I have right now. I was not born thinking the way that I think right now. So that's why I keep emphasizing that faith has to grow. Even the Bible mentions that you are babes, and then you grow. Your faith has to mature. So when faith matures, it means that even the way that you think changes, right? So when I was still thinking in those in a lower consciousness than the consciousness that I'm on right now, somebody opened my eyes. That's the funny thing, that the things that I'm speaking about here, many people know the truth about all these things, but many people are not speaking on them, right? So, but this person loved me. So I'm grateful for this person because they loved me enough to share the truth, which I was not ready to accept at the time when they were sharing with me, because it needed a lot of. I know that the things that I share here, they are hard to comprehend at first. I would have said at first glance, because sight, but I don't know if it's the hearing. It's the first word, first hearing. So I know that the things that we speak about here, they are things that you have to go, and that's why I always say that I'm talking about my experience here. I'm not telling anyone to behave in a certain way or to choose certain things. I'm not controlling your choices. All I want is for you to be enlightened and to understand that there is a different path. There are different paths. There are higher levels of consciousness. There is a way, there is growth in life. You can't stay in a box forever. You can't think in a certain way forever. You can't repeat the same patterns and expect different results forever. So all I'm sharing here is for you to expand your level of thinking, expand your consciousness, expand your faith, expand your capacity to receive, to move from where you are, to grow. That's what I'm just trying to trigger here. So I'm not here to provoke you or to tell you that you are wrong or what. I just want you to open your mind, just like my mind was also opened. And that's why I'm sharing my experiences. And that's why I always say that the messages that I share here will not resonate with everybody. The messages might not resonate with you. So, and I might be only speaking to just one person, and that's okay. And I'm not even looking for likes when I'm here. I'm just passing a message that I feel like people need to hear, or the one that needs to hear has to hear it. So speaking about what the hearing, what do you, because what you are hearing is forming your belief, is forming your faith, right? I want you to notice, I want you to notice certain subtle things. When I'm talking about that, I had to shut myself from social media, so that I can hear the truth, and so that I can purge what is not true about me, and so that I can know the truth within me, and be able to identify it on the outside, and be able to tell the truth from the lie, right? So what you are hearing is very, very important. And what you are hearing is not only about things that you are hearing outside. What you are hearing also is about what you are hearing inside. What thoughts are you continuously telling yourself? What are you continuously making yourself to believe? That's very, very important, because your thoughts, they form your reality. Your thoughts form who you are. You are who you are today because of the thoughts that you've been thinking since you were born. So there is no one to blame, honestly speaking, about where your life is. Whatever you think is sabotaging you is because of the thought patterns that you have. If you can change the way you think, you can conquer every challenge that you think you are facing. And I'm talking about every challenge, everything. Whether you think it's the government or it's the system or it's your mother or it's your neighbor or it's you think it's people that are doing you wrong, or you think whatever you think is sabotaging you, everything is because of your thought. If you change that thought, like let's say for example, if you stop thinking that people are doing things to you, people are sabotaging you, people, you are the victim, you are the victim, you are the victim, and you start looking at challenges as fertilizer. When people send you negative energy, people think that, oh, you are nothing, you'll never be. Use that as fertilizer to say that I am somebody and I'm gonna be somebody. So like I always say that everything exists in contrast, black, white. You need the others. How are you gonna be an overcomer if there are no challenges to overcome? How are you going to be an overcomer if there are no challenges to overcome? How are you going to be great if there was nothing that you had to step on? If resistance is a fertilizer, or is something that catapults you to go to the next level. So the moment we stop looking at things as, oh, poor me, oh, they did this to me, oh, this happened to me, and you start looking at those things that you think are sabotaging you as fertilizer. When you are in the darkness, you say, thank you for this darkness, because through this darkness I can now shine my light. Through this darkness I can now glow brighter. When people show you, want to dim your light, when they want to say, yeah, you're too bright, you say, thank you for saying all that, because through you saying that, now I'm gonna even shine more brighter. Everything that comes to oppose you, you oppose even deeper to show your diamond, your gold, your whatever you are made of, the beauty of what you are truly made of. So everything is in your mind. So everything that you are right now, I don't know how much it hurts, if it hurts, but the truth is you are where you are because of the thought patterns that you've been thinking, what you've been telling yourself about yourself, and what you've been telling yourself, about what you think other people are saying about yourself. I always say this, that if you don't say your own story, if you don't tell your own story, somebody is going to tell a story about you and you will not survive in that story. And if you fall into the narrative or into the idea of buying into that story, because somebody is saying, oh, you are good for nothing, or you are dramatic, or you are whatever, and you start saying, they say I'm this and I'm this, you subtly within you are buying into that story. And because we come from the black community, right, so we know that people delve in dark magic, and even not just dark magic. Magic, I always say that it's just a matter of thoughts, because we are magical beings ourselves. We have so much power to control our lives, and we have a power to control another person's life if the other person is not strong enough to control their life. So if you buy into this idea, because most black people like this idea of so and so uyangiloya, so and so uyangithakatha, ubani vele bayangithakatha. If you stick to that, I'm not saying that they're not doing it, but if you keep believing in it, you will end up falling into the traps of that thing becoming your reality. Whatever they are doing will become what's gonna really happen to you. So you have to change your own thought patterns about that. Whatever they are doing does not affect me. I am a child of God. I have the Spirit of God living in me, and whatever any other human being tries to do does not affect me. I am here to be a sovereign being, to live my own life, to lead my own path. You strengthen yourself with your thoughts. You don't fall victim of other people's thoughts, right? So I wanted to say that what you are telling yourself is very important, and what your environment is saying about you. Like I've mentioned, that other people are busy talking about you. If you believe in what other people are talking about you, you will fall. And then also the external environment that has really nothing to do with you personally is also talking. Things like television. The reason I didn't mention television, that I had to stay away from television, because I don't even want, I don't remember watching television since I became a teenager. I don't watch TV. I've never been a fan of TV. But I want you to notice something about this thing that somebody that loves me made me aware of. So look at the subtleness of things. That what is the world trying to pull you into? Gosh, there are bugs. There are bugs walking all over me in my hair. Like, oh gosh. Okay, so I'm outside, so I must expect that. So I want you to notice something, right? So these things are very subtle, and I want you to pay attention, because I love you. Because at the end of the day, everything is all about love. Even the people that are trying to sabotage me in the outer reality, they think they are trying to, but they don't know that they are my fertilizer. They are playing their role in my life. They are giving me a boost to be to find my power, to know who I am. So everything is all about love. At the end of the day, everyone is playing their role. Everything that you think is sabotaging you, is destroying you, is trying to destroy you, it only has power if you believe that it has power. So I want you to look at these things that are very subtle, that we are not really aware of. So the television, listen to that word. So somebody made me aware of this term called etymology, how words are created. So television, you just think, oh, TV. But do you hear what that word is saying? It's saying tell a vision. They are telling you a vision. So if you watch television a lot, you will end up buying into the vision that they are showing, projecting on you. So you will start believing, oh, please, I'm not saying anything is wrong about these things, but the sexual activities that are being portrayed on the TV, you start thinking that is cool. The violence, gun violence that is being shown on the TV, you start thinking that is cool. All these things, or the family dysfunctions that are being shown on the TV, the emotional disruptions, the emotional chaoses that the TV is trying to show you, to think that is something normal. You start buying into that thing, and you think that it's okay because you see it on TV, but it's not okay. It's not okay. So they are telling you a vision. That's why they are calling it a television. When you create something, when you create a car, I cannot. It's a what is it called in the real name of the car? But forget about the car. It's a motor mobile something. But okay, today I don't want to talk about the cars. Maybe one day I'll give you the revelation or the etymology of the automobile or something like that. The television, right? The television, when you create something, you give it a name to say that it's gonna do this. It's like giving it an assignment. The same way that we were created and God gave us an assignment to come here to do. So when you create something, because we are creators, you give it an assignment and you give it a name that this is gonna do this. So a vision is supposed to tell you the vision, right? So are you going to buy into that vision? Are you going to let something that is not you, not your vision, control your own vision? That's a question, right? Ask yourself this question. And then you also have to look at things like cell phone. What is a cell? What is a cell? A cell is behind, you are inside something, you are contained, right? Because a cell is a prison cell, right? There's a prison cell where you go to when you do something wrong, and then you are now restricted from going to that place because you have to account for your actions that you did. Then they put you behind the cell so that you no longer have access to harm people, right? So now the cell phone, they are keeping you in a cell but in your phone. This means that you are going to be glued into or you're going to be in the cell. You think you're on your phone, obviously, and it's going to look glamorous because now you need to buy into this vision. So it's either you are watching the TV, they are telling you a vision, watch this, so that it controls your mind. Whatever you watch, whatever you hear forms your thoughts. It forms your reality. Now you are continuously watching this TV, which is showing you disruptive tendencies, human behaviors, and then you are now constantly on a prison on your phone, scrolling things that are not even productive, that are throwing you off balance. Because listen to this whole human existence, this entire human existence is all about alignment. I keep telling you this. It's all about keeping your path as a human. What did you come to do here on this earth? You came to align with the truth, with the way the Creator created you to be. But for you to align with that, there is the resistance that's going to try to take you off the path, so that you can prove that you are a creator. You can prove that you have the power to follow your own vision, even if there is other visions outside trying to draw your attention. So the church is trying to keep you, to draw you into alignment, even though the church is no longer really doing what the church was originally supposed to do. Because now people go to churches to do weird things like collect money, extort people for money, or to gossip about other people, what another person has, or what another person is doing, who's dating who. Like the churches, I speak a lot about Christianity because I was raised as a Christian from a very tender age until 2023, when I decided to walk on my own personal journey. So other religions, I do not have much detail on how are they still following in alignment the way that they were designed to really follow in alignment, or have they also lost the path? I'm not saying that all Christians have lost the path. There are some that are still keeping the path, but you must not lose focus of why the church is there. And your church is not a reason for you to judge other people, to say that other people are doing it wrong, other people are in the wrong path, they are not following Jesus, so they are in the wrong path. I will mention this again. I mention a lot about Christianity because I have been a Christian since I was born until 2023, when I had to withdraw from the church and follow my own sovereignty, because God is not a church building, right? But it's a pathway. Church is a pathway. That's why you have to grow in faith. You have to grow. There is a time where you have to be spoon-fed. But there comes a time where you now have to step out and also be able to keep the path by yourself. That's why I keep saying that you cannot depend on somebody to walk the path for you. You have to know the truth within you. So the television, they are telling you a vision. They are telling you a vision. Cell phone, you are behind bars, continuously scrolling. Unfortunately, it becomes a real reality that we find ourselves, we want to stop, but we don't know how to stop. But the power is within you. The power to stop is within you. Like I said, everything, your reality that you are looking at right now is all because you have the power to stop. The choices are yours. The choice is mine. Like I have been making my own choices. No one else has the power to make choices for you. Yes, people will try to tell you how to think, how to behave, but at the end of the day, you have to prove that you have the power to follow your own will. That's why you have a free will as a human being. There is the will of God, and then there is the free will of our own being. So what are you gonna choose? What do you choose? That's all that I wanted to say. So I hope you're all keeping well. This is African Fairy on Indoniamanzi, trying to keep the videos very short now.